Hello, we are in Kanpur, not physically, but we are here with the people who own Kanpur, Kanpur Writers, Kanwrite. They are the largest nib-makers in India. They are hugely into exports. Contrary to popular belief, the Indian nib industry, at least Kanpur Writer, and they are more or less, they are the industry. This is one segment where we beat the Chinese hollow in terms of quality, in terms of size, whatever you say. It's huge, and we are here today. Mr. Awasthi's brothers, they're here. They're the second generation or third generation in the business, and now thing is, if you show us some nibs, and please tell us about the music nib that you've just come. Tell our viewers, because there's a huge knowledge gap. People want to know about the speciality of Kanpur Kanwrite nibs and why people like us love them so much. So if you please explain to our viewers.
Yeah, so okay, as first of all, thank you so much for the very kind and appreciative words. They are just trying to revive the fountain pen industry, and we'll be happy having some stake in that. So as you very rightly said, under one roof, I think we are the only ones in the entire world who have so many nib types, more than 40 plus kinds of nibs. And I'm not talking about the finishes or the metals, that is separate. I'm talking about just the points and the grinds and the cuts. So 40 nibs write differently, 40 different types of writing you can get, 40 plus rather, from the number of nibs that we have. And you were asking about the music nib. So music nib is our newest development. It's a 3-time nib. Usually nibs are all fountain nibs are 2 times. This is a 3-time nib, which gives you line variation from extra fine, which is around 0.4 mm, till, if you're skillful, you can get line width up to 2.5 mm or even more. So this was traditionally used for writing music notes back in the day. Then obviously now music notes are written digitally, so no one writes with a fountain pen. So, but this is a very unique collector's material. If you're into flex writing, if you're into calligraphy, if you're into just fancy writing, and you enjoy different kinds of nibs and pens, this is something that you should definitely try. As of now, we are only offering it in 14 karat gold. A steel version and a titanium version is also under process as we speak. And this is being offered only in this pen as of now, Volta Mozart. It's been, 4-5 years or 6 years in the making. Before we were happy, we were satisfied with the product ourselves, and we are here to launch it and give it for users to try and take their feedback. We are still, open to the fact that there might still be some improvements yet to do.
Adding to what he mentioned regarding the music nib, I'll get into the story or history behind the music nib. Initially, the vintage flex nibs were very popular back in the day, in 60s, 70s, but after a point, maybe around 2000s, there was a need, there was a huge demand for those type of vintage nibs, but nobody was making that. So during that time, we partnered with some clients in US and collaborated with them to understand how does the flex nibs work. So in a way, we were the pioneers in terms of modern flex nibs, and that was back in around 2010, 2012. Since then, we have really advanced in the field of flex nibs, came up with ultra flex nibs, which gave a good line variation, and it wasn't just for the calligraphers, even artists started using it. And the kind of handwriting, how you can improve your handwriting and how beautiful it can be, I think that is what the product tries to deliver. And I think in the past few years, the flex nibs have really popularized, and the music nib was initially done by Japanese, but in fact, this particular model was a requirement from a Japanese Masaharu Koga-san was the person, and a person from his team
Okay,
wanted.
Koga-san.
Yeah, Koga-san.
So he was about to retire and
Go back to Japan.
And his
someone
colleague,
from
his colleague wanted us to develop that.
Okay,
So we got
okay,
an
okay.
opportunity 6 months back to develop it. And given that fact, we have been trying to improve and fine-tune the nib for the past 5 to 6 years. Given the fact that we have indulged in the R&D for so long, we're trying to deliver a product which surpasses the expectations of any person. And we also also like that it was India and Japan has a good relationship, and we're trying to take it forward.
I have a question. Now, this might be slightly unrelated, but you mentioned the tipping of nibs and the grinding of nibs. Now, as far as I understand, the art of grinding a nib is slowly becoming extinct.
Right.
So, as industry leaders, what are you doing to teach people so that this art survive? Because there are not many people, not many experts who can grind the nib to the best of your demands. So what are you doing? Is there, because so many things, if you see even the ebonite fountain pens, you don't get turners anymore because everybody is going in for and then one fine morning the Chinese will come and everything will get swamped. So what are you doing to ensure that this art form remains?
We feel that exactly as you mentioned that a lot of handcrafting is involved, and we have people who have experience of more than 40 plus years who have been doing the same process. Given that experience, we are able to deliver on the qualities, and as you mentioned, what are we doing right now? We are working on a hybrid model in terms of automating some of the processes and maintaining that handcrafting of the nibs by training the young generation. Of course, it is hard because people are more used to operating the automated machines rather than indulging into the which takes hours and hours of practice. But we are trying to use a hybrid model wherein we can automate some of the part and where we can keep on sustaining the art of grinding the nibs by hand.
So is there anything that you would like to say to our viewers? Any message, anything?
So nothing much. I mean, you yourself have played such a huge role in reviving the fountain pen industry altogether, specifically the Indian fountain pen industry. You've been very vocal about Chinese pens or foreign pens coming into India. And you've kind of been fighting a lone battle against it. Thank you so much for that. One. Second, fountain pens, as research suggests, writing with a fountain pen eases out your stress, it de-stresses you, it makes your thoughts flow much better.
It's like a catharsis.
So people who are not into fountain pens should definitely give it a try. All of them, the younger generation should definitely give fountain pens a try. And not just us, anyone. People should visit such exhibitions and just explore the vivid range of writing instruments that we have. The variety that we get in fountain pens, you can never get in a ball pen or a ruler.
So how does it feel to be in Chennai?
It has been a great experience. It has been a great experience. We were here last year as well, and we really appreciate the kind of knowledge the crowd over here has as compared to other places that we have exhibited. A lot of people do understand how fountain pens work, and we believe that there's a lot more usage of fountain pens still today in the southern part of India as compared to the other parts of India. So it has been a really good experience over here, and thank you, sir.
Thank you.